Hello, my little munchkins, my little crones, and my sunflowers. How are you on this Friday evening? Well, I'm doing great, and I hope you are too. Well, TGIF, thank goodness it's Friday. Well, I know that's corny, but it's still good to know anyway. Well, I'm gonna do a reading on Barack Obama. And the reason why I want to do a reading on Barack Obama because of the incident with his chef, the fact that the chef died close to his house. This has happened once before with one of the presidents or ex-presidents, so it's happening again. And I guess I want to know. Did this guy know something? Also, it is alleged that him and Barack had an affair. Could it been a love affair? I want to know. They said that this guy couldn't swim, but then they found out he could swim. So, there's so many different parts to the story that I'm just, and all at the same time, this is a fading story. So this story isn't going to take any legs. Why? It's too powerful. It's too up there. I'm just going to go up there and I'm just going to kick it around. And everything I say is allegedly. So anyway, with all that being said, Baby Crone, will you feed us in some of the details as I get these cards ready?
Oh, yes, I can. Baby Crone came prepared today. So, first off, let's talk about how his chef named Tyfari Campbell died at the age of 45. However,
Wow, 45, that's a 9.
Yeah.
End of a cycle.
Ooh, it is. And he died on July 25th of this year.
That's a 7. 25th, no. Yeah, that's a 7.
Okay.
20, 2, and 5. That's a 7.
And then...
And that's also a number that has to deal with 7 deadly sins, that has to deal with secrecy. It has also something to do with sacredcy.
Yes. And also, he had drowned not too far away from the Obama's house, as Lady Crone had mentioned, and that is very peculiar. And he was paddle boarding. However, there is some misconceptions about what is going on about his death. Right here, we have an article from New York Post talking about how it is talking about false rumors on the internet, and that the fact that he had drowned in a pool, that was a false fact, and called 911, and that Obama's physician did an autopsy.
All of these things are lies, right? Apparently.
That was all
now,
false.
how these lies get out like that?
I have no idea.
And who would know the story to make a lie like that?
Exactly.
You got to question so many things. Like, here's another one. And all this could be propaganda. We gathered all of this. But anyway, then they said, they saw Barack Obama playing, his arm was all bandaged up, and they said the man had contusions to his head. So, at the end of the day, we can get a whole lot of stories. But the curious part about it is, during the time we get in this same story, this is the same time Trump going through something, okay?
Yes.
These are powers fighting people. And do you really think this is going to take legs? Already, nobody's really talking about it. Already, but had it just been, look, they are taking down Lizzo for less than this.
Yes, they are.
And here this is a man mysteriously show up deceased.
Yes.
Because it's got Obama tied to it in property. And everything about it stinks to the high heavens. Yes. Even the information, but nobody going to deal with this. The same thing they did with Ivanka.
Yes. Apparently somebody...
Here we go.
Okay.
There we go. There we go.
Yep. Just swept it right under the rug.
Right under the rug. So with that being said, I'm just going in to see if I could just pitter-patter around. I'm not trying to wake the dead. I'm not trying to fight no causes. I'm just going in because this story just been bothering me. You ever just have something that bothers you? And so it just begs for a reading. So I'm going to do a reading, and I hope you enjoy it. And I hope that the ancestors be faithful and show up for me on this evening. I hope they do, because I just want to get some questions. I don't know what baby Crone asked. I'm going to lay out cards and we'll see what they see. Right now, who we're going to say represented. I swear for goodness, I said to baby Crone,
yes, you did say
that I'm done if a queen. And not only if this is a queen, because I was saying to myself, if there's any validity to Barack being any associating, because I believe where there is smoke, there is fire, okay? Or something smoldering, okay? And this rumor been out about Barack being a homosexual. It's been out ever since the dawn of man, okay? Ever since I've known him. So this is something to follow him. Frankly, I'm like this. I really don't give a John Brown whether he's gay or not. But nevertheless, it's showing up in the news. And because it's showing up in the news, here is a queen that show up. But let me show you about this queen. Don't let the nice look fool you. This queen will defend its own. This queen will have no problem chopping off your head. This queen got a thing and beckon you to come, because this queen saying, I ain't for no BS. So don't let mild-mannered, tall, slender, gray-haired, sunken-in face Barack make you think that I'll never do. He was the president of the United States. He served 8 years. There are a lot of secrets. My thing is, why did this man show up deceased at his property, of all places, in Martha Vineyard?
yes.
What secret did he know? He is not the only president. I mean, he's not the only person of a chef that this happened to. So and let me say from the very beginning, everything I say is allegedly. And on top of that, I have never met Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, their kids. I never even been to Martha Vineyard. I don't even know the name of the chef. What's the name of the chef?
His name is Tafari.
Whatever his name is, I don't know his name.
Tafari Campbell.
I don't know Mr. Campbell. I don't know none of them. Everything I say is alleged out of a card reader. However, if it fit, it fit. If it resonates, that's all you got. Truth bear witness to truth. I don't know, and we'll never know. Everything I say could be a lie, but yet everything I say could have a truth. Or I could say some biblical things that have truth in it, but we have nobody here to say yay or nay. So in that way, we do this out of fun. All right?
Yes, we do.
So let's get started. So let's see. So he's definitely got a man of authority. And this also, what I see with this queen, it's also, here, they like to keep that anger down. And they don't like nobody to see them let it roar up here. You see, you don't see no clouds up there. Why? Because they don't want nobody to see that part. But there is a darkness. And when those clouds bellow, look, the whole bottom is filled. Mm-hmm. So you don't want to rub that person the wrong way. Am I saying I'm saying this? Look, I'm not saying Barack did it. They say he's guilty. But I'm saying, I'm just looking at the character of the person is what I'm looking at. I'm not saying he did anything. I'm just looking at that character. I shuffled the cards. I don't know what's coming up. Just like now, I don't know what card is going to show up for the block. Lord have mercy. I have no idea. But this is the intriguing part, because we don't know. Right here is where I feel. Whew, baby Crone, you see that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. See, I can't do this.
Okay.
The moon. Mm-hmm. And whenever the moon is on, the moon lets you know things are done in secret. It lets you know things are done in the dark. It lets you know that the creepy crawlers, the evil, the wicked, the crazies come out at night. It also lets you know things are done in cycles and things are planned. So we got a sharp queen with plans. I'm just saying, I'm just reading cards. And you all know. Baby Crone, why you got that smile on your face?
Yes, sounds very juicy so far.
Okay,
Can't wait to hear this.
so I have to go with this. So just by the reading of the cards, it's not a mistake that that man showed up dead. Just by the reading of the cards, I truly believe that man knew a little bit of too much of something.
Yes, allegedly he was going to be writing a tell-all book.
Allegedly a tell-all book, but they said no, it wasn't no book. They always say that. And if you notice, when people die mysteriously, they always going to tell a book, but they be like, there's always, no, it's never no book. It's never. Isn't that what happened with P. Diddy and the girl?
Oh, yes, you're right.
No book. It's always no book. I'm not saying it was a book. I'm not saying maybe he was going to talk. Maybe he fell in love. Maybe, who knows? Maybe it's none of the above. I don't know. But let's just go in and let's see what's going on in the past. A king.
Oh, his match.
So he has a match. So this queen have a king. So let's see. Okay, let's see if another person show up. That's in the past, present, and future. So we have new beginnings. Of course, it's going to be a new beginning. Let's see. And we have the Chariot. So what I see right now is a match. So let's say that this is Michelle.
Okay.
Let's say this is Michelle Obama, and if it's another person, it will show up on the next reading, okay? So let's say this is his wife, but his wife is the male of the relationship. I'm just reading cards, okay? Everything I said is allegedly, period, okay? So he's more of the feminine one, but when he wants a job done, he has the power to get a job done. But according to the cards, this is the king of the relationship. What she says go, okay? She's the pants of the family according to the reading of the cards, okay? And he has even called her himself Michael on numerous occasions. You couldn't believe that you heard it, could you?
No, Michael.
He called her Michael. Michael and Barack. And it's curious how one of the children looked like him and how they make one of the children look like her. The curious thing about it is Michelle have an awkward mouth. That's a structure of a mouth that would have to be passed on by one of them girls. None of them girls have that. I'm just saying.
Yes, because
I'm just saying. I'm not saying they're not our children, but even that has always been questioned.
I mean,
so many things about their relationships. Even when Joan Rivers said so that he was, I don't know, but we're just getting into all of it because it's curious. All of this stuff is showing up now.
Yes, it is.
So could it have been a relationship? But of course, whatever it is, we'll never know because it's buried right now. And the only way it's going to come out, or they go get dirty, that's the only thing if something go down with Trump. Because if something go down, because this is a Republican and a Democrat fight. And it's getting dirty, but it ain't that dirty. So this is just another weapon. So all I'm saying is this is politics. And I'm speaking in a term of politics. So if you're about politics, you'll follow me. If you're not, hey, just come along with the ride and humor me and thumbs me up anyway. So anyway, we got that. We got another card. We got a magician here. So this is staying in the past. Okay? So like I said, sorry about that. If you have any problems, just ask me and I'll slow down. Okay. So what we're doing now, Baby Crone is going to start documenting all the cards. So at the end, she'll have all this stuff ready and we don't have to come back and she'll be able to see all the things that I don't miss, like doubles, triples, and things like that. She'll be able to see it for me. Thank you, Baby Crone. You're such a gem. So basically, she's reading cards with me, okay? So with that being said, I see the magician in the past. And in the past, so I see a very strong woman, I see a magician. And we know what magicians do. They have the power to make things appear and disappear. Also, again, I see someone in the present as somebody young and somebody fiery, somebody that had a lot going on, somebody that had a lot to give. Also, I see that person is gone. I see that person. So what I have here is in the middle is here is the Page of Wands. I have the Magician and I have the Eight of Cups. Last, I have another very strong person here. Here is the emperor. That means the emperor is over the king, it's over the queen. So this is even over the magician. So even the emperor has the power because the emperor rules the empire. So also I have a wheel of luck. I see the wheel of fortune show up also. And last, I see the star card. However, this is what I see in the reading. And baby Crone, you can ask questions. What I see in the reading, I see a very strong person. Let's just show up cards. I see a very, very strong person that makes things go. That's very, not feminine, but they hold a lot in. But they'll do anything to protect their family. This person is also misunderstood. This person will defend and do whatever they have to. This person ain't afraid to use a weapon. This person is not afraid if you push this person. This person know how to get grimy if they have to get grimy and still not get their hands bloody. This is a very powerful person, but this person also is in a block. This person also rides undercover. This person also work in cycles. This person also do things in the dark. This person has secrets. This person also have things and do things that we know nothing of. Also in this person, it's like the roles are kind of reversed in a sense. It's like this person has a mate, but the mate is more of the dominant one. And maybe that's just the way some people run their homes. It ain't nothing wrong with that. But I see that in the picture, in this card reading, it shows that I'm going to say Michael. It shows that Michelle, his wife, is very dominant, very, very, I'm not going to say controlling. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying dominant. Her words and her thoughts matter. Also, in the middle of all of this, I see a new beginning. A new beginning for what? But that's in the present. So before I can understand it, let's go on. So here we see new beginning. A new beginnings in cups. A new beginning in love and relationships. So something is new. However, new because in the near future, it's like burying the past, putting something away, not thinking about it, getting rid of it, hiding it. Now, that's the future. Now, in the recent past, we see the magician shows up. So the magician shows up. The magician have a way of making things appear and disappear, as we said. Now we see a page. So this is somebody who could have been a little bit younger, knew something, was on to something. I'm just reading cards. Knew something, on to something, innovative, had something, knew something, had something. Innovative. I'm getting the word innovative, fiery. You can't shut this person up. When this person is ready, this person is ready. But yet I see this person going into the dark because of all of that energy. Maybe they made something, invented something. I don't know. But whatever it is, I see this person moving out and I see an eclipse. So I see that this person has been moved out. And when this person has been moved out, it seems like somebody very, very powerful is involved in all of this because the person that shows up is over the queen, over the king. Okay? Now understand, when I call Barack a queen, it's just he showed up as a queen, meaning not feminine, but you understand, baby Crone, help me.
Yeah, receptive.
Receptive with the feminine qualities. Right. Not saying clearly this queen is masculine to me. Mm-hmm. Okay. So thank you, baby Crone. Is something else you want to add?
Yes. Besides the fact of being feminine, he could do things with less of a drive and more of like a compassion.
Right. Or act out of emotions. Right. Where Michelle would probably be more reasonable, more sit back and think the opposite or whatever. I'm not saying that made him a lousy president or a good president. This has nothing to do with it. This man is not president. We're dealing with this story. However, I see the wheel of luck. So this let me know whatever going on, they got away with it. They got that wheel of luck. And also, I see the star, and the star lets me know that everything you do, you get away with nothing in life. And one way or another it shows. I see here, whatever it was, whatever, it's gone. It's dealt with, never to emerge. But it's like also this card, this star card, this hope card come with a big question mark. And that means you have to always stand in line. And if you ask me, I know people don't believe in a lot of things, but I believe that this is a big conspiracy. And I believe that this is high. And I believe that whatever it is, and whatever that young man found out, got into, or did, it was too much. And I truly believe that his accident was not an accident. I hope I'm free to say that, but that's how I feel. But what do I know? I'm an old card reader. Baby Crone, what are
Yes.
your questions?
Yes, baby Crone has quite
Do you
a
have
few.
questions, Baby Crone?
Yes.
So ask the questions like you would ask for the people.
Okay, well, first off, to get to the real nitty gritty.
The nitty gritty of the gritty, and let the card speak the truth. Come on, ancestors, you
Yes.
coming through tonight.
Did Barack Obama have anything to do with Tafari's death?
Woo! All right, let me get them. I got to shuffle. I got to make sure I'm doing this right. What was the card on the other deck when you look? What
The
was
Hierophant.
the Hierophant? Okay.
Okay.
What is it?
The Knight of Swords.
Okay. Knight of Swords.
Oh, still in the Sword family.
So we see it's still under the bottom. There's a lot of energy.
Ah, Ten of Swords.
What was your question?
Did Obama have anything to do with the death of Tafari?
Doesn't this man look deceased?
Yes.
According to the cards? Yes. Allegedly. But I'm just reading cards, right? Yes. According to the cards? Yes. Next question. According to the cards, say what you want. Say it's a resurrection. Yeah, it is a resurrection. Tens mean, but this is a 10. And this is a 10 of swords. That means it's over. The fight is done. It's done. Even here, it said it was dealt with. Even here. Go ahead.
Well, this makes me wonder just based off looking off the card.
Are you reading what I'm reading, you old card reader?
Yes, I am, but it makes me wonder, did Obama therefore sacrifice Tafari?
The Hierophant showed up. Could have been, but it could have just been something he didn't want out. It could have been, but it could have just been something he didn't want out, or it could have been a sacrifice. It could have been.
Well,
I don't know. Everything we say again is allegedly. I don't know Barack. I don't know Michelle. I don't know. Everything I'm saying is already in the news.
I wasn't trying to ask this question just yet, but since the Hierophant card popped up.
You have to keep it 100.
Yes. Is the thing that Obama didn't want to get out was the fact that he was gay, since the Hierophant...
Is Barack Obama gay? No. The King of Pentacles... when the King of Pentacles come out, it's like decadence. Baby Crone, what do you think about the King of Pentacles? When I think about the King of Pentacles, I just think about money, decadence. You can have money and be gay. I don't know I think I'm going to have to do another read on that. What do you think about the King of Pentacles? What would you say, something that stand out? I don't see anything straight or gay about it at this point.
Yes, he's someone who can think practical, and
right.
He's very generous.
Very generous. Same thing. Well, not as generous up here, but here very generous. Probably know how to have a good time.
Yes, he does, because he did say in an article.
Who is he?
Barack Obama.
Okay. I'm enjoying this.
Well, it wasn't an article. Allegedly, there was a letter to his ex-girlfriend.
Okay, tell me about it.
Yes, this letter was written to her on April 14th of 1982.
Okay.
Where he talked about how he feels like he is ambiguous in the mind.
Okay.
That he's always had made love to men in his mind.
Okay, well, in that case, now that she added a little light, tell me if you see, this is a earth card. And when you see earth, earth means earthy, flesh, anything material. It has to deal with earth, not always money. Money comes from the earth. So this could be dealing about flesh. This could be dealing about ideas. But let's run another card. Let's do a 3-card read on this one. Oh, man. Oh, another one. And another one. Okay, what I see now, and you tell me if you could see it. I'm going to show you what I see. First of all, I see a man, this is a king, and I see this king inside a relationship with someone. See if you see it.
Okay.
A king, decadence, having a relationship. And as they passing, I think as the relationship is passing, maybe a breakup or maybe a settling down of this isn't going to work kind of situation.
Okay.
And then I see the person is standing alone, with a three. What do you mean? With his wife and his two kids. Maybe that burden was too heavy. Maybe it was starting to be money. Maybe the person wanted money. Maybe he was starting to feel extorted. We don't know, but we can always assume, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that little story made sense to me. I want to know, when they say in the beginning, was it over a relationship? What did Barack and what's the camp, Miss Jafari, have a relationship of an intimacy relationship? Here, another A show up. So we twinning.
Yeah, there's a lot of ones.
So, with that being said, we have two aces. So here, when we look over here, we see an ace of love, right? But then we see here, we see the ace of pentacles. And if you look closely at the ace of pentacles is like it's giving it to you in a sense. But if you look outside, you see mountains, like a hard terrain, struggles. Sorry about that. The camera overheated. I don't know where we left off. Do you remember where we left off, Baby Crone?
Yes, talking about the Ace of Pentacles and how he's...
Okay, so we see the Ace of Clubs, meaning a relationship, or it could have been the beginning of a relationship, because that's what we ask. But then then we see the Ace of Pentacles show up, meaning from the onset, it probably was good at the beginning. And this could have been a relationship that wasn't very long. I don't know. I'm just assuming. But if you see, here is a pentacle and here is a pentacle. So maybe the person didn't take good to, maybe he knew something. Maybe he was inventing something. Maybe he knew, and whatever it was, maybe they wanted it and they took it. I don't know, because I don't know what that means. But I do know whatever it means, it has to do with the pentacles, because that's the Ace of Pentacles. So whatever it is, it is definitely over there with that relationship. To what degree, I really don't know. Now, in the past, did this man's life end because of something that went on in the past? Oh my God. 3 aces.
Wow.
Baby Crone.
Yes.
You had to tell me 3 aces.
Yes, this is literally crazy.
I knew it.
So far, if we look at all the different numbers, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 ones all together.
As beginning. Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
we had 6 ones. 1. Got you.
Wheel of Fortune.
Right. Wheel of Fortune is a 10.
That's a 1.
That's a 1. Right. You're right.
Ace of Pentacles.
And you got, yep. Oh my God.
Yep, and then the 10 of Pentacles.
You're right.
10 of Swords.
So everything is pointing to a new beginning. Whatever went on, it was at the beginning. It wasn't a long-term thing. But things must have heated up, got out of control, because guess what the next card showed up? First it was the Lovers, then the Pentacles.
Yes.
Then when I said he went back to his family, where the safe, dry place, where he went back home. See, something happened, guys. Something happened, according to the cards. So we're just looking at it like it's just telling a story. We don't know. We're just old card readers over here. So something happened according to the cards.
Yes, but 3 aces specifically represent having success or wealth.
So
Well, we have a lot of pentacles
Well, we
on the
have a
table.
lot of pentacles on the table. So we know this is a money thing. We know that money, and it means having a lot of wealth and what?
Success. He was
And
successful.
he was successful. Whatever that was done, it was successfully done. Okay. Next question.
Yes, my question is, since we're on the topic of relationships, doing a little bit of research about Barack Obama, he was the president that had made same-sex marriage legal.
I forgot about that. Yes, he was.
Yes, he was. So my question is, could Michelle Obama be transgender?
Excuse me, I had to burp on that. Cause baby Cone, she being an old troublemaker. But I'm
Yes,
gonna
I
pull it.
am.
I'm gonna take it from the beginning. I'm gonna take it from the middle when it's like that. I like to take it from the middle first.
Oh, okay.
If I had to look at this card and it has to do with an equilibrium, no matter what, I would have to say bye.
Okay.
I would have to say a balance, right? So that means a balance. And that angel is neither male nor female. And I would have to say that it wears the triangle of the perfect, what is that? Not, I know it's a triangle. What do we call it?
Unity.
The first perfect unity that you build anything on. That's not the word I'm looking for, but it is the perfect structure
Foundation.
or the foundation. So in this, I would say bye. Now let's pick from the beginning. The moon showed up again. So
That's the block
when you
card.
put as the block card, so this means this is a secret. This is a secret, whatever is going on. Woo, child. All right. All right. I want to know. I'm going to ask, and I'm just asking. We just playing around, right?
Yes,
we
we
just
are.
playing around. I want to know, is Michelle Obama, I don't know if I could say trans.
You can.
Is she trans? Whenever the sevens, I've always made this clear, whenever the sevens come up, I always see it as dealing with the seven deadlies. And here you see someone running back and looking and trying to get away with something that don't want the secret out. So with that being said, I'll grant that.
Okay.
I'll grant that. I'll grant it with the children. I'll grant it with everything. Because at the end of the day, their sexual don't matter to me. You know, I don't know whether that woman is a woman or whether that woman is a man. I don't know anything because I don't know them. All I know is they've been together for a long time. And I know that he calls her Michael. And I know from time to time, I've heard him do it. And they just seem like they have just been a lovely couple. And to me, that's what matters.
Whew, they've been married for 59 years.
They was not married for no daggone 59 years.
Yeah, when I looked it up.
He can't be
sorry.
married 59 years.
Sorry.
Forgive me, you all. Forgive me.
Sorry,
She gonna
I
get
was
loud
looking at
with
the
me.
wrong
Y'all
date.
caught her. Y'all caught. She get ready.
Looking at the wrong-
Y'all caught her. Can't be married for no 55, 59 years.
Because I was curious how long they were. They were married for 31 years.
They see what I'm saying? They have been together so long, and so anyway, you have another question.
Yes, I do have another question.
Go ahead. This is telling so much, and what I'm doing, I'm gently putting it out there, and I'm cleaning it because I don't want to put anything out there that is so derogatory.
Right.
Okay, all right.
So my next question is going to be, is Barack Obama a part of a secret society?
As a sword again, so he has to go with the sword family. So with the sword, and it has to go here with the emperor because he housed everything. So with the sword, is Barack Obama a part of the powers? Yes and yes. And you might say, why? Because I see the 5 Pentacles star. The Pentacles. That is the Messianic. Not the Messianic. That is the triangle with the Messianic side for Baphomet. And right there, it's there as if to say they're in it. Both of them are in it. in it, in it, in it. They are in it, in it, in it. And so when you look at the cards now, it's like, yes, he's in it. Like, they not young in it, but in a way they kind of like young. In it, in it, in it. But young. Maybe they new blood or
Okay.
young like that. Maybe new blood.
Yes, because my next question I
I want to ask one of the questions off topic, but I'm curious. Is Oprah Winfrey in this? Is Oprah Winfrey in this secret society? Oh my goodness, Justice showed up. So yes, and before I move on, I want to know, is Beyonce and is Jay-Z in this? The Hangman. All of them are high cards, yes. They're all, I wanted to know, were they a part of the group? And this card here shows that this is the person who has very strong thoughts, that know a lot, think a lot, that's energetic, that's fiery, that make things happen, know a lot of people. Listen, this is what this means. But that was just like to make me just say, I need it clear. And it could be, he could be young blood. It could be new blood, like, you know what I mean, compared to the blood. But everybody that I picked, they all came out as major arcanas. Meaning every last card have a secret mission. It has a chakra, and it has a secret mission, and it has its own world when it come down to the 22 cards of the major arcana. Okay? And along with the 22 cards of the major arcana, that is the same amount of cards that's in the book of Revelation, the same amount of chapters. Or is it in the last chapter, the 20? I don't remember, but it's something like that, I'm pretty sure. You have another question?
Yes, I do have another question. The reason why I was curious about if Obama was a part of a secret society was because Obama's brother, yes, came out on August 13th, posting a picture.
Tell me a year, I don't know.
Of this year.
Okay.
Yes, so literally just a few days ago. Posting a old picture of him and his brother. Yes, I will. And he captioned it, "Me and my fake ass, a snake, President Barack Obama, when he was a nobody." And then
oh my God.
Yep, and then later said,
didn't I say like he was like
sold.
young?
He sold his soul.
That's what the card said. No, put it up there.
Yes.
That's what the cards. I even pulled up Oprah. Is Gail a part of it? I see happiness. And what does that mean? A major arcana did not come out for Gail. So apparently Gail is in through Oprah.
Okay.
Like, in other words, Gail is in through Oprah. And wherever, it's like a united, that's where I got, because I got this 4, and that 4 is a foundation. So she's in it. She's probably not a heavy hitter like Oprah, but she's in it. Yeah. Okay. So you have any more questions?
Yes.
I just put that on the side because when we was dealing with that, I just wanted to know, is that man's soul at peace?
Yes, that's a good one.
When I do 7s.
Well, that's 3 7s
And this is
now.
this is 3 7s. So what does 3 7s mean?
Yes.
We'll let that. We had 3 7s. Thank you, baby Crone. What does the 3 7s mean? You right, I'm looking right at him, baby Crone. If you didn't have it, I wouldn't even see it. Right
Neither
here.
would I.
Here is a 7. Here is a 7. Here is a 7. Baby Crone, thank you, baby Crone.
Yes, this book's coming in handy. So 3 7s represent an alliance or teaming up for like a good idea, like coming together.
It doesn't necessarily it just means teaming up. So we definitely see an alliance.
Yeah.
So when it come down to all of this, and we're talking about the Illuminati and all of that, and them coming together, and his brother is saying that they are all in a what?
Death.
And the mysterious, all of them are all in a alliance. They're all in it together. They all have secrets. They all have things they done, did
Yes.
to be a part of it. Believe me. And I'm sure bloody fingers.
Yes.
It have to be. And like I said, I'm going to put this out there. That kind of stuff don't bother me. Why? Because what do you do with the elite? What do you do with people that have all the money or people that are so intelligent that they do things and can make things happen? They don't deal down here on an everyday level world. Where do you think they go? What do you think they do when they're bored? You know, that movie Squid Games made that clear to me. They pay to watch stuff like this. You understand? So when I think about the powerful, not just in this country, but in the world, you understand? And when I think about it, I think about what do you do when you have all the money, the world is everything. You want nothing. I can't even imagine that kind of a decadence. You understand? Go ahead, babe.
Yes, I just have one question
Please.
to ask.
Please, I was just going on
It's
about
like a
that.
side tangent.
It's okay. It's
But
okay. I went on one. So.
Is these Maui fires in Hawaii planned?
Oh my God. Oh my God. You know
Because
what?
when I was looking up Obama, he's
I'm a
over
chef.
there.
I'm going to take one from the top because I'm going to do three. This is one from the top. I'm going to sit it here because I'm going to do three. One from the top and I want one from the middle. I don't know which one. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to sit that there and I'm going to show you what that one was. What is that?
Three of Swords.
Swords are still, remember. And what is that?
The Knight of Swords
So
again.
you see knight are still, so I'm going to shuffle. And I'm going to pick the last card with that. Because I want to make sure that you see that and this is just with the little bit of cards that are left, right?
Yes.
I don't know which one. They shuffled as much as I could shuffle them, right? I don't know what card is going to come out. All right. I think this is good enough. What do you think, baby Crone?
Yes, I do.
That was a good question. All right. Let me go. I like to go down from the bottom. I don't want to feel like I'm cheating anybody.
King of Swords again.
King of Swords came out again. King of Swords. So what was the question? The Maui fire.
Yes. Were they planned?
First card.
Four of Swords.
I rest my case.
Ah.
And swords always mean friction. Swords always mean, all of this stink from the high heavens. So yes, according to the cards, it was planned. It was planned. The fire was planned. And it was planned by heavy hitters. It was planned.
Yes, because when you...
Go ahead. No, I was going to ask a question, but I don't even know if I could get the answer. And I wanted to know why. So the only question I could get, if it's a positive card, it'll mean positive. If it's a negative card, it'll mean negative. So I'll pick from here and we'll go with that. Why was it done? This is the Queen. So it has something to do with Earth, global warming. What else? The Earth. This is the Earth. This is an Earth card. So it has to do with Earth. It has to deal with Mother Nature. It has to deal with global warming.
Right, maybe
right.
Changing up the Earth.
Changing the atmosphere. What's going on in the Earth? This is an earthly card. This is Mother here. This is Mother Earth. I asked the question. What was the question?
Why were they
Was
planned?
it for good or for bad? The Mother Earth showed up bowing her head down, looking at the pentacle. Looking at what? The pentacle, the sign that they do their work under, that they practice their magic. She's looking down at it. And does she seem to be happy or sad about this? Grieved.
Oh.
I can't make it up. So, yes, it seems like the fire was planned and it was done for a global reason.
Yes.
And yes, Mother Nature's grieved about it. The earth is grieved. The fire that's happened in Maui is grieved. I have to ask, did Oprah Winfrey know anything about the fire?
Yes, because she's apparently in it.
She was in cahoots, according to the
'Cause
cards.
both her and Obama
A
are
curse.
in
Maybe
Hawaii right
I don't
now.
see it. I don't. Barack, they both are.
Yes, Barack is talking about getting rescue reliefs because he is from Hawaii himself.
Well, what this card shows me that was more than one hand in it. So this card shows me there's two. And whenever there's two, that means that there was hands involved in this monstrosity. But I think it was fun for the earth. And I want to know, was it done so they could sell off the land to the highest bidder? I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, that's the rumor too.
The king again. Here they are. They coming out
A lot
face
of
cards.
kings.
A lot of kings, a lot of queens are coming out saying yes, 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 because these are personality cards. And if you see this king is about to get off the seat. This is a fiery king. So this is a king that know what they want and fiery, not able to sit still. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about fiery, and this is a fiery king. It's showing to me that all of this stuff is planned, predestined. I'm left speechless. I don't even know if I want to know anymore at this point. I don't know. It's just that when I think about Barack now, I just see him as an octopus.
I do have one last
I don't
question.
see him anymore as. I just see him as very powerful. I see his wife is very powerful. And I just see them there as somebody you just don't mess with. They know things. What is your last question?
My last question is Barack Obama an honest man?
Why would you need strength? Truth is easy. Truth comes easy, it flows. But you need strength when you're hiding. You need strength when you want to keep something to yourself. Maybe that's his rock. But this strength card came out. And understanding it's a strength card. It came out. And not only did it come out, it's a major arcana. So that lets me know it's something within inside of himself that he has to deal with. And maybe it's about this guy, and maybe he needs strength. Maybe because this is something he has to deal with. And it's going to take strength for him to deal with all of this, whatever it is, whatever went down, we will never know. All this was a very good reading.
Yes, it was.
My cards showed up for me, and that's all it means. Take it as it resonates. I hope you enjoyed this. Oh my God, we went everywhere, you know. So, and I kept it 100 as much as I could without making it sound so horrible. I
Yes.
think I did it in a very nice, loving way because this is not out to hurt anyone. However, this is what I see. This is what my cards say. I tell you what I see. You know, I used 3 decks of cards, so I'm enjoying it. I hope you enjoyed it. Baby Crone, do you have any more questions?
No, I do not have any more
How did
questions.
you like the reading?
Yes, I liked the reading. And while you was reading, I added up the
Tell me
total
what
number.
it is, Baby Crone. Tell
Yes.
me what it is.
It added up to be a 5.
And we know 5s always have to do with friction. And we saw this last card showed our strength. So we know 5s. And there is a 5 where I can show you that when you think of 5s, 5s always have to deal with frictions. And you know why? Because 5 stands between 2 positives, meaning a 4 and a 6, right? And those 2 cards are positive. So you need that negative in there. Why? To balance the weight of both of them. So that 5 is about the balancing between the 2 heavy, the 2 positives. You need that negative to balance it. So what I see here is they're at the 5, they're right there at the good spot. They right there, they're covered, they're in. They're under the 5 Pentacle star. They're under the Baphomet, whatever you want to believe. These people are definitely under the secret society. And let me say, these are my opinions, but let me say this. I don't think that in this country or any country that you can become that successful and don't have to give an account for somebody. Because somebody rules the government, and the person that rules the government is the same people who rules the military.
Yes, that is very true.
And if you rule the military, you rule NASA.
That is also true.
So, you know what I mean? So, it's like when I look at this, for just regular smuggler people, there is nowhere to go. There is nowhere to hide. All we can do is watch and pray and just hope that these powers have overall know that we're all in it together, and no matter how much you hide, nobody gets away with everything. So let's just hope that no matter what's going on in their secret society clubs and groups, that they have the regular people hearts and minds for the good, that they have us, that they have our best intentions, they have good intentions for us, and that they have a goodwill towards us. Let's hope that. And so with all that, I certainly enjoyed this reading, Baby Crone. I really did you?
Yes, I did. We came with the questions
Ooh,
today.
child, I walk away from this feeling like nervous.
I feel like we learned so much about Obama. I'm walking away. I'm like, you can't tell me nothing about Obama.
I'm walking away feeling like, did I cross the line? Did I say too much? But I always say, I'm just going to tell what the cards say. I'm a reader. And I think if any reader was over here, they probably see way more than what I'm saying. But I like to keep it nice, right?
Yes, you do.
And I think that's nice. And so we're going to leave it like that. Do I see something? Oh, yes, I see a lot of things. Do you, Baby Crone?
Yes, I do.
But I think we kept it what? Nice.
Yes.
Okay, and with that being said, thank you. I so enjoyed this. I can't wait to look back over it. I hope you enjoy it too. Okay, thank you for joining me, my little crones, my little munchkins, and my sunflowers. Keep on shining. Sunflowers.